What's up, everyone? Welcome to another episode of Replay. I hope you're having a good end of your spring, early summer. I have no idea where we're at in the actual calendar year. I'm Andrew Reiner. That's Kyle Hilliard.
Wait, winter's over?
Barely for us in Minnesota. That's Joe Juba.
That's me.
And in the control booth with his camera, Leo Vader.
Hi.
Nice smile, Leo. We're playing Eat Lead, the return of Matt Hazard. Actually, it's his first game. They thought they were being clever. They're lampooning video games.
It's already funny.
Developed by Vicious Cycle and published by D3. D3 does a lot of the EDF games. Yeah.
Oh, really? Oh, I
Yeah.
didn't know that.
Let's see if there's subtitles.
Oh, yeah.
So that's Matt right there. He's voiced by Will Arnett,
Yeah.
who's the best Batman of all of them.
Do you guys feel good about the gamma for this? You guys good?
Hold on,
Leo?
crank
Crank
it
it
way
up
up.
2 notches.
Okay, there we go.
Thank you.
Oh man, Gamma is just one of those settings I always just turn all the way up to max.
Well, then you turn into the Hulk, right?
That would just ruin your game.
Gamma is one of those people who sends me birthday cards every year.
Oh, that's
All
right.
right, let's get this show
So,
underway.
It's called Return of Matt Hazard because I think the premise of the game is that he's like a washed up video game action star who is
Right.
now coming back.
Oh, okay.
Matt Hazard.
Oh, which they're explaining right now.
One time,
Oh, he's the Rock.
was one of the most popular action game characters in the business. I started off like a lot of guys, side-scrolling my way through the 80s, an 8-bit sprite with more firepower than pixels. When the 90s came along, I signed on with Marathon Software to star in their original first-person shooter. Matt Hazard 3D went straight to the top of the charts.
It's like a
It was the first
Bungie
in a
and
string
Duke
of hits as long as
Nukem
mine.
reference.
Yeah.
Well,
It's a parody of all
it
games.
was long.
And Bionic Commando.
Really,
Yeah.
really long. Marathon signed me to a lifetime gig, and I branched off into every action niche imaginable. Spy thrillers, survival horror games, fantasy adventures, and even a fun series of buddy cop games with a rookie sidekick named Dexter Dare.
Dexter Dare. That's
a good name.
Success went to my head. I asked Marathon if I could take the Matt Hazard brand in new directions, and they let me run with it.
Oh boy.
Let's just say that was a mistake. That debacle sent the company into a tailspin. The place went downhill faster than you can say non-violent water gun-based third-person shooter. Don't ask. I thought that was the end. Until a new CEO came along and bought the place. Now the company's called Marathon Megasoft, and the new guy insisted that I be the star in their first next-gen shooter. So here I am, back in the game.
Next gen 12 years ago.
Yeah. Right.
Yes. Xbox 360, PS3.
Ready to embark on a new adventure that will take me to all kinds of exotic locales.
Here's concept art from the game you're about to play.
Japanese steakhouse? Nah, what the hell? You gotta start somewhere.
Very clever idea.
Good premise.
Pretty good in terms of making fun of games there. I mean, a lot of those examples are things that have happened, like weird kart racing games.
Yeah.
I remember Matt Hazard as a game, well, the return of Matt Hazard.
Thank you.
Thank you.
This is one of the few games that I feel like actually really gets its comedy right. I think as a game, it kind of sucks.
Yes. So really kind of sloppily done, frustrating, or to a frustrating degree.
Yeah.
But yeah, the humor's good. Neil Patrick Harris is in this.
It's a tutorial. Let's do it. Okay, got it.
Great, an in-game tutorial. God, I hate these things.
Maybe I didn't need to
And
do this.
like normally when a game
Industry I know
winks at itself for doing that stuff, I get angry because it's like that doesn't make any better just because you know it's there.
Yeah.
But in this case, I thought that was funny. I don't know. It works.
True.
Okay, lean out. Got it. Okay.
So something I just remembered
Gears of
about
War.
this game is that so this came out at a time, Reiner, when you and Jeff Cork were just ridiculous achievement junkies.
Yes.
Like you guys would,
Play everything.
yeah, anything that had like attainable achievement points, you would basically go after. And I remember Jeff was so set on getting all the achievements in this game that he just played it on hard mode right at the beginning.
And it was
Because there's an achievement
so
for it.
hard.
Yeah, and he just made his because not only is this game just kind of bad, but it's worse when it's really difficult.
Yes.
And it's not well balanced and all that. And
Yeah.
I just remember him getting so frustrated at some of the later boss fights because he was determined to beat it on hard mode
so
without playing
pointless.
on normal. Yeah, I know. And he looks, I'm sure you look back at your life now, you assess the time that you've spent getting certain achievements.
Totally worth it.
And yeah. Okay.
No, not worth it. I did that recently with Quantum Break, played it
Okay.
on the hardest level, and I was like, just stomping that game up until the last boss, which is notorious for just being one of the most poorly designed in games because it just brings up like new concepts and it's like one-hit kills. You have no idea really what's happening when you first get in there. But especially on the hardest difficulty, it was maddening. I think I even wrote an editorial about how bad that boss fight was. But
since
I've
updated
stopped
it,
doing
I
that,
think.
by the way, playing games on hard for achievements and just achievement hunting.
Yeah. I mean, I play games on hard for trophies but only if I like the game, not
Right.
Yeah.
not just to get it.
I still like getting achievements. I still go for them, but yeah, I don't just play games for the sake of getting them, certainly.
So, if you look back on the time that you've spent getting trophies or achievements, what's the one that now that you've done it, you regret spending the time on?
Oh, that's a good question.
The Dead Space 1 achievement for only using the first gun the whole time.
Oh, you did that?
Yeah, my first and only playthrough.
Oh,
so I never
really?
used the other cool guns.
Your first and only.
Yeah, bad idea.
That is a perfect example of how achievements can just completely destroy games.
Yeah, they can make it so much worse.
Yeah, like you're just taking what is considered one of the best horror action games out there and just cutting it off at the knees, right? Like
Yeah.
you know.
Because that game has some great weapons. Though
Yeah.
I guess I will say though, the best weapon in that game is the line cutter.
Yes, but I will
But
say
it's
this
a cool weapon.
to the credit of the developer, what Leo did is probably something most people didn't out of the gates.
Yeah.
Hopefully.
Yeah, smart people didn't play it that way. Leo.
Oh.
But conversely, I did that Mirror's Edge achievement for never using guns my first and only playthrough.
And that is
that's
cool.
Yeah, that's a fun way to play that game.
That's actually how I did that one too. But that one.
But that is developer intent. Like they didn't want you like shooting guns in that game. Like guns were put in there as kind of just making it a little easier. But
like,
the
oh.
intent right out of the gate though, I remember they came in for the cover story. They wanted it to be all melee. They would have some gunplay, but they really wanted people to be able to play it without doing anything with guns.
I think that was maybe their idea when they were halfway through development. I think when that game came out, they realized that they needed some guns in there.
You think
Not
EA
me and
was
Leo.
like, you know what?
we didn't use no guns.
I mean, Leo, tell me if I'm wrong here, but like that achievement isn't there
Yeah,
because like,
the
oh, play the
animation.
game right. Like it is really hard if you don't use guns, right?
It's harder for sure, yeah.
No, I played it that way as well, Leo, and I didn't. I didn't find it to be a difficult game. If that makes sense.
More shade being thrown.
I'm not
at
saying
Leo.
I'm not saying it was easy or. I'm agreeing with Leo. We both played it this
really
way.
seems like you're saying
Kyle
like,
and Leo, what an epic feud
he's
we've
not
got
smart.
going on here.
You
No.
basically said he's not smart and you're better at games
No,
than him.
that's really interesting, Kyle. I thought we were friends, and now you're saying this stuff, so that's kind of
Oh man, Leo with the rejoinder.
strange point.
I'm just saying it didn't feel like balanced to require guns. Is all I'm saying.
Yeah, I think you're right.
Because Kyle, you do like a year-end sort of roundup of goofy achievements usually, right?
Yeah. I've been doing that every year since I started. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, like what are do you remember any of those that seem ridiculous?
Well, there was one actually that I remember that you pointed out to me in the Metal Gear Solid 3 HD remake. Oh, not remake, but remaster, whatever you want to call it.
Yeah.
Where like if you kill Ocelot when you first meet him, you get it like gives you an achievement for
The time paradox?
time paradox, which
Yeah.
I like. I love stuff like that. Like I like weird achievements that make you play the game in different ways.
Yeah.
Back to Matt Hazard real quick off the tangent we've been on achievements.
Yeah, he hasn't been talking
as you
for a
can
while.
see, a lot of mindless action between the comedic bits, right? Like it really just kind of gets bogged down in just being very generic. We gave this a 7 out of 10. So, and that was Ben Reeves. He appreciated the humor and the concepts.
I mean, I think that's probably
But-
what I'd give it.
complained about the animation, which Kyle just talked about a little
I was
bit.
just laughing at that.
And just kind of how sloppy the gunplay can be at times.
It's very stiff.
I mean, and this just comes from an era where there were just more generic average shooters. Like, I don't think the middle class had totally disappeared from gaming at this point. Right?
This was a genre of game. Generic cover shooter.
Yeah.
yeah.
So, Matt Hazard, do you think he lost his hair as he was a game star, or was he just designed without it?
I think he, like me, was designed without his hair.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it just took
Intelligently.
him a little while to, figure out who he truly is.
That's advanced DNA right there, Joe. Like factoring in middle age, even when you were a child.
Yeah. Oh God, I'm middle aged now.
Yeah, maybe on the backside. I don't want to, just kind of give you some life-changing revelations here, but
Yeah.
Look at
Wow.
these textures. Look at that. It's like
Wow,
a real rock.
I need to take a break. Whew.
You all right there, Joe?
No, yeah, I'm okay.
Oh, that's a short break.
I feel like I've been middle-aged most of my life. And when I'm middle-aged, now I can start being real old and grumpy.
You're just like, you're excited about that part of your
Oh,
life.
yeah.
look at this guy. How is he hitting you?
Yeah, I was able to hit him.
But his gun was completely in that pillar.
He had a magic gun.
Oh,
here we go.
Cutscene.
Well, if it ain't the fuzz.
The fuzz? Now there's something you don't hear every day. Who might you be?
Hey, Sonny Tang. That's Sonny as in Sonny. Your ass is gonna get kicked. And Tang as in what? Tang.
So, it's pretty obvious you're not the brains of the operation. Who's in charge?
You don't come around here flipping your gums and asking questions.
Why would you not
It's the
spend more
only
time
way
making your
for
main
me
character
to
look
be
just not like a monster?
I know.
Did I miss something in the script? Is this game set in 1972?
Keep talking, has it? You got about 10 seconds before I go upside your head, kung fu style.
Okay. How about we skip that and you just tell me where the money is?
I ain't telling you squat. That money belongs to Mr. Chang, fair and square. He got it for community service work, if you get my drift.
Look,
I don't.
I'm gonna give you
think
one
he's
more
lying.
chance. Get the hell out of my way and let me settle this with your boss.
No way, pig. You want to confab with the boss man? You gotta get through me first.
Wait, are you the police? I thought you were like a private investigator.
Yeah. I think
Oh,
you are.
fighting.
Fighting.
Button presses. So much fun. Not only does it lampoon games, but it kind of breaks the fourth wall, right? Like he's just fully aware. And as he's acting, I guess you would say,
Yeah, what is
Yeah,
it? What
and
is
he's
he doing?
talking about, I don't know, it's very
Very
strange.
unprofessional.
In the world of the game, it's like video game characters exist in this sort of nebulous space and are cast like actors in games.
Yeah.
Like Wreck-It Ralph.
Oh,
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
There we go. That's fun.
I'm just glad they're sticking it to disco culture.
Finally.
Yeah.
We probably won't see it, but isn't there even like a boss fight against like a JRPG
there
enemy
is.
or something
Yeah.
like
Yeah,
that? And like,
yeah.
and Matt gets all annoyed that he has to like select
you
like
take cover?
dialogue options and stuff.
Yeah.
I can't
Pretty
hear.
good.
Oh, that's
Is there
frustrating.
nowhere to grab cover?
There you go.
There we go. All right.
I feel like there are so many better games these days, like even indie games that sort of do the like genre mashup, anthology medley kinds of things
Yeah.
that it really doesn't work as well when you're dealing with just like I remember this game's probably like a 10 or 12 hour just like generic third person shooter.
Or 200 hours for Jeff Cork.
It's so funny that he played. It's like probably one of few people that did it. Oh, I need a different gun. Here we go.
Oh, it's
Oh.
so cute. Look how small it is.
the big achievements that I regret going for right now are
You are obsessed with achievements right now.
I'm just finishing up the discussion from before. Is I did the Lightning Returns.
Oh, yeah. Final
Yeah.
Fantasy 13.
Yeah,
Can't
yeah, the
vault
Final
over
Fantasy
that.
13, the third one.
But you're a big Final Fantasy fan, so
I
it doesn't
am, but
seem
like,
too
but
out of reach.
I played that game for review, and then in order to get all the achievements, I had to play it through like
Again.
2 additional times
Okay, that's kind
to
of
do
crazy.
everything. And like I gave that game like a 7.5. It's not even that great, you know.
Oh,
So that's
physics.
That's the time I regret the most getting achievements. The end. New topic. Leo, what do you want to talk about?
Wow. I guess if I would love to talk about PlayStation trophies for a moment. If we can.
Leo, are you glancing out of the corner of your eye as you're keeping an eye on levels and stuff, and you're like, oh, we playing Hitman? And then you realize that he doesn't have a barcode on the back of his neck?
Yeah, that's exactly what's happening. Or Max Payne 3. I keep thinking it is.
yeah.
I like Max Payne 3 a
I
lot.
love Max Payne 3. That game's great.
For sure.
never
Fun
played
multiplayer. As I say about every game that people don't remember the multiplayer for.
Yeah, I was just going to say, Leo, you are like the one guy who plays the multiplayer modes in games that no one else does.
You're just like, it was just misunderstood. People just didn't get it.
100%.
Did you play a lot of Dead Space 2 multiplayer?
No, that had multiplayer?
Yeah.
Wow.
I got a story
The
about
mentor has become the mentee.
So in Modern Warfare 4,
Couple of
or
warning
Call of
shots.
Duty Modern Warfare, Call of Duty 4 Modern Warfare was coming out. One of the biggest in the series. I was the #1 ranked player in it before anyone else got their hands on it. So I was like one of like, I don't know, 30 reviewers that had it, you know?
Yeah.
And I played it a lot before everyone else got their hands on it, and I was #1 ranked. And then the second the game came out, I was like number 300,000 or something like that.
Oh, yeah. I always grab screenshots in those situations.
I did,
Where it's
yeah.
like, it's like, look at me, top of the leaderboard.
So I recently benefited from that because so like Dragon's Dogma came out on Switch a month ago.
Yeah.
Which I've been playing, but because I got to play.
Look at the chairs, by the way.
What do we got?
Oh, they are magic.
Oh, they're floating.
That's
Cool
cool.
chairs.
They did not get fastened to the environment.
It's part of the parody.
It's fine. It's fine. Don't worry
Haha,
about it.
it's all a joke. Yeah, so because I played like 50 hours of Dragon's Dogma before it like hit wide, my pawn was super good. And I posted the information for it online so people could like hire it as they were starting the game. And because I had that time in it, I'm now benefiting from that. My pawn is still like pretty highly ranked.
Oh, nice.
And
Yeah.
I checked it this morning anyway. I was like #7 globally just because like I got in on the ground floor.
And people just keep using it.
And people just keep using it because it's also ranked high. So I've got like, anyway, that's serving me well right now.
Congratulations.
I might be done playing that game for a while though. I've kind of exhausted it for the third time.
Yes, I had to say, haven't you played that game like multiple times?
You're doing it again. Final Fantasy 13 and now Dragon's Dogma.
Yeah, but Dragon's Dogma is awesome.
I mean, yeah, but you could play other awesome games.
Yeah, that's true. I am also playing Shakedown Hawaii, which is awesome. Not
I
going.
gotta start that. That's on Switch, right?
Yep. That's another game
That does this. That's a good tie-in.
that does like lampooning, and also it's one of the rare games that I think like actually gets its humor right. It's a game that's trying to be funny that is funny, and sometimes that
It's so unexpected at this point that it takes a while to register looking at the game. It's like, oh, this is actually funny.
yeah.
They did good.
Well, because it's so often it feels like when a game is trying to be funny, it thinks it's really funny.
Yeah, what's an example of a game that's supposed to be comedic and just ended up
Most
bombing?
of them.
I mean, any postal game.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yep. They're going more for crude kind of jokes and stuff like that.
Yeah. Let's see.
The South Park games are very funny,
Yeah.
but that's just like the same creators and all that.
Yeah, and that's a bad example for me. I don't think South Park's funny, but
Man.
I know you're asking for bad examples, but Trover Saves the Universe is out today, I believe, when Replay is posting, and I think that game's really funny, hilarious.
it's from the co-creator of Rick and Morty,
Yep.
which is not surprising that that's entertaining.
Yeah, we've been getting a good number of comedic games. For a while there, it was just like grim dark. Most games were, remember the gray and brown era of Unreal?
Yeah.
And
I mean, I also appreciate games that are like funny in ways that aren't necessarily like jokey funny, right? Like I played
Just Cause
yeah,
is funny
yeah,
just
yeah.
because of the craziness you can put together.
Yeah, Just Cause is a good example of that.
I'm trying to switch guns. Oh.
You didn't do a very good job of it.
I did bad. Okay.
Fatal
Borderlands.
Switch.
How do we stand on Borderlands being funny?
I think Borderlands
Hit
is
or
an,
miss.
I think
Rick
that's an
Sack
example
solo?
of trying too hard to be funny.
I think some of the characters are way over the top and are immediately unlikable. But then others, like, I enjoy Claptrap. I think Claptrap was done very well. Tiny Tina was okay. So hit and miss.
Okay. What do you guys think about I think Double Fine is a studio with kind of a good track record of not necessarily being super jokey, but being
clever.
cute and clever and amusing. With their
like
stuff.
Costume Quest. I know maybe not the best game, but I really enjoyed the setting and just kind of the humor in that.
Yeah.
The Amazon animated show Costume Quest, pretty solid.
Really?
Not bad. Yeah.
Oh, Rage 2, which is kind of like Borderlands. That's a swing and a miss on the humor.
Yes.
Trying too hard.
They get a lot of mileage out of profanity.
Yeah.
Right.
Wolfenstein has good humor, but is super dark at the same time.
They obviously have a lot more.
Disturbing, really disturbingly so.
I haven't played those. I guess I didn't know that it even went for humor at all.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
I mean
occasionally.
it's like involving like Hitler, stuff like
Yeah.
that. It's like,
It also,
but it's meant to make you laugh, but also kind of cringe at the same time.
it's one of those things where because the rest of the game is so dark that when there are these moments of levity, they hit well.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you should play those. They're really good.
Yeah, has JB talked to you about those?
Oh, does JV enjoy those games?
I think so. There's no way of knowing.
For people that don't know, JV has played through them. Like, I kid you not, the first one
Who the hell are you?
30
dozens
times.
of times.
Yeah.
Like, we're worried about him at this point.
I think
We got cutscene.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, you better. What?
Your life will now end. Prepare to begin your death.
Timely.
I'm sorry. I don't mean to laugh, but whoever's writing your material needs to lay off the 80s action flicks.
Your words are puny, like you. You are the past, Ned Hazard. I am the future, and your present ends now.
Ha ha ha.
What the heck is going on here?
Matt, can you hear me?
Yeah, I hear you. Where are you?
No time to explain right now. Someone is bound to notice I've hacked in and paused the game. You've got a problem, and I'm here to help.
Problem? What problem?
Your saves have been erased. If that bullet had hit you, you would have been dead.
Your saves.
Permanently.
What are you talking about?
Look,
I don't think that even makes sense.
took your weapons when you
Oh,
walked
man.
in here, so you're going to have to use your melee subroutines to fight this guy. I can do a little something to even
I wish my life had saves.
Just a damn minute. I want to know what's going
That
on.
would be
here.
convenient.
No time. Just take this guy out. We'll talk when you're done.
That's good.
The old sucker punch.
Was that it? That's good. That's good. Good joke.
Okay,
Solid
lady,
work.
Whoever you are, we need to talk now.
I couldn't agree more. Hi, Matt. Still in one piece, I see.
Cortana.
Maybe you are.
I can't tell you my name. I think we're safe in this part of the server, but you can never be sure. Just call me QA.
Okay, QA.
Quality
Mind
assurance.
telling me what's going on?
Thanks,
I hacked
Reiner.
into this game I found running on a secure server, and that's when I noticed you were in trouble.
It's QAnon.
The guy you just KO'd was Sting Sniper Scope. He's referenced in the code for every level of the game.
Sting Sniper Scope. That's a good name.
You're only in level 1.
Look, babe, there's got to be some mistake. I'm the star of this game.
No, you're not. The code shows that there was going to be a plot twist that took you out as the player character and put Sniper Scope in your place. And don't call me babe.
Well,
MGS2.
I'm still alive.
Yeah.
And he's dead. Game over, right?
No one would do that dumb
Fortunately,
twist.
the game is still running, and I need time to find out what's going on.
How do you keep the game running if the main character / star is dead?
That's where you come in.
Without weapons and saves? I don't think so.
I've already restored the save feature. And as for weapons,
Whoa!
Better.
Now it looks like he's
Suits
from
make me look
Fallout.
kinda old. But
But I mean, like level
Notice
maybe
that on
25.
Sniper Scope?
if you
Fallout.
He looks like a NPC in Fallout that's not named.
I'll keep an eye on you.
That doesn't have any dialogue when you approach them.
Yeah.
Yeah, he just has the one voice line.
Careful for raiders around here. He yells it at you while you walk past.
All right. So that's more interesting now, right? Got some interesting
Intrigue.
yeah, some
Mystery.
developments.
So now I'm thinking, what were the other? So Metal Gear did the protagonist swap. Metal Gear 2. There's another game recently that did that I don't want to spoil in the last few years.
Thanks, babe.
Can you guys think of other games that have done that?
Early on,
Yeah.
like a complete fake out.
Yeah. That's a rare
Super
move.
Mario 2, Super Mario Brothers 2.
What?
You can play as other characters other than Mario.
Assassin's
okay.
Creed 3 did the reverse.
Hold on.
If we could
Oh, that's a good point, Leo.
Summarize it. That's funny.
Here, try this.
That's more like it.
That's good.
That's that gameplay I love.
Hopefully they get you some new weapons.
I'll take his.
I do not remember this game having fun or clever weapons.
They're going to say, I do not remember this game having fun.
I mean, it's not like, like Ratchet and Clank or something where it's like
That's part of the...
leaning on the strength of like
Oh,
clever gunplay.
that guy was
Yeah.
missing the lower half of his body.
It's because you shot it off.
I guess so.
Weird touch that you're like beating the code out of these people.
Yeah, that wasn't happening in the last level, was it?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was.
Oh, it was? Okay. Get out of the way, containers. I want to punch you.
Those look like the airport shoe bins.
That punch...
Yeah, that's where they come from.
Or put
Meat
your laptop
factories.
in there. Yeah.
The
They're made
melee...
of meat.
The melee is just so... there's no, like, impact to it. It's just like...
And it's the same animation every time. it looks
Yeah.
like.
You absorb his code.
He just kind
Oh,
of
you're
like
absorbing their code.
pushes
Kyle.
in their general direction.
Huh.
And then it's like... Well, they're dead.
I also like this is just an enormous butcher shop.
Yeah. Can I punch that?
It's like the Costco's, right?
Ah! It's going to get behind this cardboard box. That'll be fine.
Just a box.
How am I... That was like shooting the alligator in Simpsons. Like I somehow missed every shot.
Shooting the alligator.
Yeah,
in
the Ralph,
Simpsons?
right? The you don't know that gag?
Ralph gets a gun?
Yeah.
Is this
No,
from
not
like
the-
season 10 and beyond? Because
No,
if that's
no.
the case, I have not seen it.
It's the I don't know anyone's name. This is embarrassing, but the police officer, the idiot police
Chief
officer,
Wiggum.
Chief
Chief
Wiggum.
Wiggum,
Thank you. I said Ralph. That's his son. Like kicks down a door and has to like shoot this alligator, and he just shoots a circle around the alligator. You don't remember that? That's
You
like
know-
old school Simpsons gag.
I don't know how old school that is, Kyle.
All right, I'll have to look it up.
We'll have to check that out
I
because
mean, Kyle's 15 years old, so that can't be too long ago.
It might have been a Treehouse of
Run,
Horror episode.
run, grenade!
There's no sprint button.
I believe you, Kyle.
Thank you,
know,
Leo.
I was watching old Simpsons recently, and they were so smart with the way they used animation. Just like jokes that could only be done in animation. The bit
Yeah.
that got me really good was Snake's escaping the police, and he runs over a mailbox, and a bunch of mail starts shooting out of the ground, and all these kids run and start playing in it.
God, that's so smart.
Yeah, that show's amazing.
oh,
That show, 20% of that show was amazing.
What was that, QA? I saw it before in level 1.
That was a code.
It's still going, right?
Somebody
Yeah.
used
Oh, yeah.
the game code, changing something
Rumors of a new game.
and it's not
Oh yeah, maybe at E3 something like that.
I really liked that last one. That
Yeah,
I mean,
with Will
geez,
Wright.
it was ancient now, but Will Wright.
Yeah, he's like the end boss, right?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, yeah. I thought you meant like Will Wright designed it.
Oh, no.
No,
No, he's in it.
Why would they bother hacking?
Yeah, because that was a co-op. It was like a co-op, third-person generic brawler sort of thing.
Yeah.
But it was. I mean, that's a game that did humor right also because it was Simpsons humor.
All right, so it's getting hacked in, new environments,
Yeah.
change it up.
That's fun.
Yeah,
That's
there's a
good
lot
time.
like Red Dead.
This is the inspiration behind
right.
that entire series.
Go take a poop, Kyle.
I'll go in there.
Yeah.
It won't let me. There's no button.
Yeah,
Prompt.
drop a hazard.
Yeah, nice.
It's hazard time. Please give me some privacy.
Wish it was like a roll button. I want to roll through some. Oh, let's take that gun.
Yeah. Oh,
two guns.
dual wielding.
Back in the 90s, they could never have had this many guys on screen at once.
There's one guy.
Yeah.
Is that the joke, or is that just a bad timing for that particular player bark?
It's just bad timing.
Yeah.
QA, I don't want to wander around forever. What am I looking for?
Can I shoot that?
Just entered this room.
Yeah.
No, that's disappointing.
Wait. I want to see what's in the machine. Let's see.
Barbecue chips, I would get those.
Yeah.
You know, those look exact. That's a lay bag right up there on top.
Except it's not. It's a chips bag.
Let's chips.
Yeah, but I mean, they just took the name off it.
We got some candy. We got Joe
Wazilp.
Foos. 70 Foos? What is that?
Oh, there's some Gardettos in there.
Gardettos. This is good stuff.
Okay, Kyle, was that a community joke you just made?
Let's Chips.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay,
I didn't know. Let's Chips.
I didn't know if Let's Chips were real or if that was just a.
I think they are real.
They are. Well, it's
But
like a
the joke
prop
is in
chip.
community.
It's like a trademark-free prop chip that a lot of shows and movies use.
Right.
Oh,
But
okay.
Community just happened to have a whole gag about it. Like they just called out the fact that you see Let's Chips all the time.
Okay.
That show's awesome.
I'm watching it for the first time right now.
Oh, it's so good.
How far are you?
Late season 3, early season 4, I think.
okay.
The dark times are ahead.
Yeah.
That show is
season 4.
very good, very clever. Troy and Abed, amazing.
Yeah.
But the show I'm watching right now, that if you haven't watched it yet, What We Do in the Shadows on FX.
Have you watched the movie for that?
No.
You should watch the movie.
Yeah,
I heard the movie's great too, but the show has slain me. Like, I have laughed so hard watching
Yeah,
that.
you got to watch the movie, man, because it's like and this is a compliment, but it is the movie just syndicated. You know, like they really did a good job translating what was so great about the movie into a sort of continuous show, for sure.
The show has different characters, though,
Yes.
right? Even though it's like
Same
the
universe,
same creative
though.
team.
Same universe, yeah. There's no spoilers, but that they do show up at some point, but they're not like major characters. In the show or
so the
anything.
creative team.
Jermaine and
Yes.
Okay. Oh,
Yep. And
great.
Jermaine directed a bunch of episodes. Waititi directed the pilot.
Great.
Yeah.
I'm on board then.
Yeah. Totally. It's
Oh,
great.
it's so good. Yeah, there's one episode that's set in the 90s or flashes back to the 90s that has, oh my God. I don't want to spoil it for anyone.
Yeah.
but it's
I don't think I've seen that. I'm
so
like
damn
a few
funny.
behind at this point.
Joe, have you been warned about Community Season 4 already?
Yeah, people have told me various things about that it's an inconsistent show and that
Yeah. I mean, I wouldn't skip it or anything, but it's definitely you can tell that important. Harmon left for that season. You can tell.
I know that Harmon left for a season. I know that other like cast members sort of have dropped out or come back in. And
Yeah.
whatever.
It's a little weird.
I think 5 and 6 are both great.
Yeah.
But I skipped
What was-
4 last time I watched it, and then when I really missed the characters, then I would watch an episode of 4.
Oh, okay.
What
That was my strategy.
what was the one that was on Yahoo?
That was 6.
Okay, I have
Which
not
is-
seen that one.
That one's it's on Hulu now. Like you can just watch it separate from Yahoo.
I don't have Hulu.
It single-handedly ended Yahoo's streaming initiative.
Yeah. But it's a solid season. It ends well. It's good.
Yeah.
They have a VR episode that's very funny. Reiner, I got it on DVD, man. I'll loan it to you.
No, I didn't know it was out on DVD.
Yeah.
I remember
Take that,
trying to
streaming.
watch it on Yahoo.com, and their
Yep.
player was so bad, I had to steal it.
I mean, honest
It
to
was
God,
terrible.
yeah. I watched the first episode. I was very excited, longtime Community fan, and I watched the first episode and it stuttered, and it just ruined any comedic timing. And I was like, I can't watch the show this way. It's just not. It's not happening. I gotta wait till it comes to some other platform.
Community reminds me of the things I liked about Arrested Development when that show was fresh.
Yeah.
The consistent in jokes and stuff like that. A good mix of meta jokes and in the moment laughs.
Yeah.
And
Yeah, I always said that. It's not like Arrested Development, but if you like Arrested Development, you'll like Community. Was kind of how I would pitch it to people in those first couple
They're very
seasons.
similar. Good ensembles,
Right.
they kind of make the show. They're all very distinct, and
yeah. I also love
the writers know how to use them, right?
one thing I really love about Community is the way the first season seems to set up a sort of premise of all right, Jeff is this jerk lawyer who just wants to get his job back, and he wants to sleep with Britta. And then it just totally throws those dynamics out the window when it realizes that's kind of boring and not working. These are just people who are together now at a community college for 4 years for some reason.
Yeah.
Don't think about it too much.
They addressed that.
Yeah. They haven't yet. So
Have you gotten to the product placement yet, where they needed some money to keep filming?
I don't think
Subway?
so.
Okay, yeah, you'll
Subway.
you'll know.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I got to the Subway. Yeah.
Well, you'll get to more Subway. Yeah, but they do it in a good way.
Yeah. So I'm
I like
enjoying
that
show
we're
a
just
lot.
talking about comedies and humor, and this is good.
while I'm playing a mediocre third-person shooter.
Saints Row. That's a series that does it pretty well.
Yeah, that's another one that hit or miss. Some are good jokes.
When they get in the kind of phallic stuff and all that, it kind of misses. But I do like some of the characters and how they're used, and the gameplay scenarios they build with it. Like controlling a toilet. You know, it sounds dumb, but it was kind of funny.
Yeah. No, and that's what I think Saints Row really exceeds at. I don't like its written humor very well, but I do like the situational stuff.
Yeah, like Johnny Gat, right?
Or,
like he ends up being a fun character.
The city of Steelport in general is pretty hilarious, just because it exists in this bonkers world where for no reason at all, a car will just plow through an intersection at 60 miles an hour, kill a bunch of pedestrians, and people around will run screaming. And like you as a player had nothing to do with that. You just live in this like haphazard kind of world that
a Mad Hazard world.
Whether it's poorly designed, it just works, right? Like,
that mini game in Saints Row 2 where you're security for famous people and you're just people run at the famous person you're trying to protect. You just pick them up and throw them into wood chippers.
That's also the series that has insurance fraud, so you just like,
it's so good.
You just like ragdoll when you get hit by cars.
Saints Row 3.
Yeah.
They got to go back to that.
Oh,
it's on Switch, right?
GTA 5, that's a game that tries to be funny and just falls flat on its ass and is never funny at all. That's an example of that.
To go backwards real quick, I would not recommend playing Saints Row on Switch.
Yeah.
Is that right? Yeah, I was setting you up for that, Joe.
Yeah.
GTA, good satire of kind of, pointing to problems in the world today.
Yeah, I don't
maybe
know.
at some point.
Yeah, I mean, I think Rockstar does a lot of stuff well. They're like, when they go for funny, it doesn't really work for me.
Yeah.
Unless, I guess in GTA it doesn't. Like, I like the sense of humor in Bully.
Oh yeah, Bully's good.
Do you like when you drive by a building and it says Nutsack Enterprises on it?
I can't stop laughing.
That's hilarious.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm hoping whatever's the next for GTA, they gotta get away from that.
Yeah, because like in Bully, it's just a lot more of like the humor of dumb 80s like school comedies, right? Oh, it's the nerds and the jocks.
I made it to the
Yep.
manager's
Yeah, Rockstar's totally capable of being funny.
Yeah.
Cutscene.
now. Kitty Abundanza.
What's her name?
She has a face like they got a famous person
What the hell are you doing shooting up my
to be
casino?
I had no idea it was your place. What are you doing here anyway?
Trying to revive my career, which went straight to hell when we split up.
She sounds far away.
Cheated on
Yeah,
me,
she
and
does.
everyone
It's a big room.
blamed me for breaking up with you. Now get the hell out of here before I stop kicking and start shooting.
Kitty, I'm here because something crazy's going on. It's hard to explain, but... Ah, hell. Here we go again.
Matt, somebody just
like, see, it looks like they got a likeness for her, but not for anyone else.
Yeah, it kind of does. I'm supposed to recognize her.
Yeah.
But
It's like, oh, it's
Those look like
Kristen Kruk
the
or
Russian
whatever.
rebels you fought in Thunder.
Yes.
from Smallville? Is that
QA.
Yeah, I don't know.
It does. I mean, that's you got it. I think you nailed it.
I think of her as the actress in The Legend of Chun-Li.
Kitty.
Oh, okay, of course.
I will.
I mean, maybe that's the point, that Matt Hazard's supposed to be the most generic-looking guy in the world.
Shoot everything that moves again.
Or do you think they had like a bunch of different character models and nobody could agree on, and the only one people were just kind of indifferent on was just the bland generic one?
Yeah,
That
could
could
be.
be.
Just use him.
I mean,
He kind of looks like Bruce Willis.
this
Whatever.
was also sort of the height of the bald space marine era.
True.
Like,
Man, she's taking the only good cover.
Do you think Master Chief
Come on,
has hair?
Kristen.
Great question. I
think-
think it's a big afro that pops out when he takes his helmet off.
I think it's just a
Like
gorilla
Krusty
head.
the Clown?
I think it's just covered with hair.
Yeah, like a ape.
Oh, yeah, there's that gorilla species in those games.
Oh yeah,
What a twist that would be.
he's one of those.
That'd be cool. Or that's the twist at the end of Ancestors, the Humankind Odyssey. You put on Spartan armor.
I mean, there is...
Immediate lawsuit as soon as the game comes out. What? We thought we could do that.
We're not allowed. It's a parody. It's fine.
Fair use.
Yeah, it just says parody under this, like big on the screen. That's how we get away with it in Game and Farser.
Why?
Yeah,
Wait, why
dumb
hasn't
Master Chief.
Why hasn't anyone done that? Just made a Halo and just had the phrase "just parody" on the bottom of the screen like the
Where
whole
you going,
time.
bud?
I
I
don't
think
know.
you gotta go back that way.
Where do I go, Kristen?
I feel like earlier said that this game does its humor right, and as we've been playing it so far, I don't know for sure if I agree with that.
That one bit where they put all the text on screen was pretty good.
Yeah, that stuff's funny, but the moment to moment, like
this game,
him breaking the fourth wall like that is really weird.
The humor might be way better in my memory than it is in reality.
Well, you also played at a time when there weren't a lot of or the comedy games that were out were just like that, that GTA style comedy that was like, hey, look, balls, right? That's funny.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, everyone loves
they're
balls
always funny.
jokes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The intro was funny too. I thought that was pretty clever. I was engaged.
Yeah. Yeah, it's hit or miss. Certainly better when it was timely, probably.
Yeah. I do like you still have your Western 6 shooters in this section now.
Yeah, that's kind of cool.
Where you should have somewhat modern weapons.
There's a part in this game where you're fighting Doom-style pixel-deep monsters.
Oh, really?
Which is like a really cool effect in this
cool
3D world.
I'm right behind you.
Matt, wait. You can't leave. You have to finish the level.
Okay, fine.
What?
But I guess we all know what that means. It's hazard time.
You know, that's already getting kind of old.
What are you talking about?
Did he just crap his pants?
Yeah, we established earlier that that's what that means.
Yeah.
Time Splitters 3, Future Perfect. Good humor. That game's
I
good.
haven't played that one. I played 2 a fair bit.
They had his one-liner here made me realize or remember that game because he would say time to split, and people would just immediately be like, oh, God, he's doing it again.
That's another bald guy in armor.
Yep,
game.
but goggles.
Hey,
That makes him very
That also has a
distinct.
monkey in it.
Yeah. That means it's good.
It might be a prequel.
Did you activate your super ability, Kyle?
Yeah, that was a mistake probably. Should have held on to that.
Yeah.
There it goes.
Or used it earlier.
Well, it just gave it to me.
You've had that bar for a while.
Well, I guess it didn't explain to me how to use it until just now.
It's always the game's fault, huh?
We're getting to
Kyle?
that point in replay where Kyle's getting lost. So you know what I think we should do?
What's that?
Let's take a look at another Matt Hazard game.
Ooh.
This is Matt Hazard, Blood Bath and Beyond, Bed Bath and Beyond joke that you put in your title.
That's confidence.
Co-op.
And so this is a Xbox 360 downloadable game.
Arcade title.
That we only got the demo of?
Yeah. Oh my.
Yikes.
Oh,
That's
geez.
gracious. Oh.
I want to play on Wussy.
That looks like Fable art.
Oh, it looks more like a real person now.
Yeah, his face is less hideous in the static.
All right, who's going to do their best? Will Arnett.
Wait, I know this one. This is the chest of the pirate queen.
Yeah, not gravelly enough.
Okay, you do it, Kyle.
This is the chest of the pirate. The one with all the pirate names.
Oh, God, Lego Batman is here.
Okay, let's just skip it. Go.
Oh, okay. There we go. And there's that
who's
guy.
this?
There's
Yeah, who wants to do an impression of
Oh,
this
Kyle
guy?
would. Kyle, just do your normal voice.
Actually, it's the one that was supposed to have all the hot pirate babes. After the congressional hearings on the inappropriateness of the content, we had to replace a lot of them with
Skip
males.
it, boring.
Unfortunately, we did blah, blah, blah.
Why are you trying to do a cooler voice? Just do your normal voice.
Yeah.
No
Why are
time
you
to
trying to do a
talk.
voice that sounds way cooler than you do?
You got that right.
All right, here we are. Oh,
This is fun already.
it's like Contra.
Metal Slug, I think.
Or no. That the Metroid one that.
Chair did.
yeah.
The Fortnite multiplayer. guys.
Shadow Complex.
Yeah, there we go.
Oh, yeah.
We gotta do that.
Shark!
We gotta do Shadow Complex. Oh, that's funny. Oh, I can shoot it from the inside.
That looks like a fabric shark. Is that like a prop?
This is cool.
Remember, Shadow Complex was one of those games that there were like there was a big cry for a sequel in the couple years after it came out, and now just no one remembers or talks
Well,
about it.
Oh, I died. Okay.
The other thing.
No, I still talk about it all the time. Anytime Chair talks
I
about
do
a new
too,
Infinity
actually.
Blade or talks about what they're doing with Fortnite, I'm like, stop doing that and work on Shadow Complex.
I'm sure they
like
appreciate
grown-ups.
us saying all this every time.
Yeah.
But you know what? They actually worked on that game, the sequel, and got it to a pretty good point of development and then had to shift gears.
Yeah, the
So
rumor.
that's what's disappointing.
Could they just not get any publishers to buy on?
Yeah, that's part of it.
I mean, the rumor, is that the map was all designed out and everything, right?
Yep. And that's most of the work.
Yeah. No, I love Shadow Complex. That game's great.
Orson Scott Card.
Less great.
Ender's Game is good.
This platforming
he's
is
made some interesting
here we go.
fictions and
Good
comments.
Lord.
Those are the sharpest shark fins.
Oh, you can shoot into the background. That's fun.
How do you do that?
Left trigger.
I like when people hit the screen. It's a good effect.
This is
it
Will
a
game
Arnett
I would
again?
play.
I would rather play this than the other one.
Yeah,
I
same
mean,
here.
yeah, this is. Although it doesn't feel great. It's pretty loose.
Just like you.
What?
Thanks. I
Nice.
guess. I don't know.
That's my 90s joke.
Okay.
I don't think any of us liked it, Reiner. I'm sorry.
I'm kind of chuckling, but
What? That's not physics.
That's not physics. He screamed in anger.
Did you guys see that there's a Contra collection?
yeah, with like what, 12 games, 10 games, something
It's
like
like
that?
10 of them, and then it's like the Japanese version comes later for like 6 of them.
Oh, that's interesting. Are they going to do what they did with the Castlevania collection and put all the Castlevania games that I want to play on it?
What do you mean?
I don't know. The Castlevania collection was a lot of Castlevania games that I just didn't want to play. I want the more modern Castlevania games.
Oh.
I want the Igarashi ones in a collection.
Oh, yeah. I can imagine that Konami and Igarashi probably are not on great terms and they don't want to.
Highlight him in any big way.
Ah, man, those shields. Those can be frustrating.
Gosh.
No!
No.
What are you doing?
I hit the wrong button.
Does it default you to main menu when you
It
die?
must have.
No.
Yeah.
As Kyle said, it's loose.
No, that's how it. That's what happened.
Yeah, let's say that's what happened. It's not Kyle error.
Yeah, who watching this is going to go back and check? You know?
Yeah.
There's no way to do it.
Hey, how can I fix that loose joke?
This flamethrower is not good for shooting in the background.
Sometimes the only way to fix a joke is to just let it die.
I mean, it could be a your mom joke.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah.
That's probably better.
So
Or
sad.
more like just like your grasp on this game's controls.
Yeah. Just like you trying to continue your game.
Yeah.
Just like your moral compass.
Oh, that's cool.
What? That's the white whale.
I like how this. Oh,
Cool.
Unceremonious.
what a fun joke! That was a joke, right?
That's a fun bit of
breaking the
meta humor.
fourth
Let's
wall.
keep playing the game now.
All right, that game's cool. Let's look at one more game. We're looking at another game that promises to be humorous.
Does anyone remember the name of the game?
It's got flatulence
It's called
in it.
Orc Attack, which
okay.
we found on Xbox Live Arcade by
But
searching.
That's not the full title.
Yeah,
There's a colon.
we found it by searching the word fart.
Oh,
Do you prefer the
Dirty.
dirty side or the magic side?
Dirty.
no, dirty. man.
Dirty.
Dirty.
Obviously.
Flatulent rebellion.
Oh, it's
Hilarious.
Orc Attack
So
flatulence.
we're
this
doing
one.
the demo again.
You know this is funny because it's got a fart sound in it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And orcs, they're likely to fart a lot.
Oh God, is this online or is it co-op or something?
Well, let's find out.
4-player co-op.
I'm gonna be the red one.
You think that one's the most flatulent?
Okay.
Oh, yeah,
That's
that's
on
fine.
the left channel.
Is it really?
That's what it sounded like it.
What are you doing?
I don't know. Okay, so I picked my guy.
Yeah.
Now move.
We know it won't save. Okay, there we go.
Oh, a world map. I thought maybe it was going to be like a MOBA.
The O Team's lair. Okay, so this is when orcs met muck.
Okay.
These
Oh,
are
Lord.
our heroes.
Okay.
Doc Turd, Lord Poop,
Nice.
Fry.
Nice.
None of them stands up for their
This is working for Joe.
gluttonous.
No, I mean it's not, the game isn't funny. It's the attempt at funny is funny.
I mean, my character is I chose Doc Turd, which was pretty smart on my part.
Yeah.
They're greedy, destructive, and there are lots of them.
This reminds me of like when you ask a first grader to tell a joke and it's like knock knock, who's there? Poop. Poo poo. Ha 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 ha. That's the punchline. Okay.
Completely by surprise. When they awoke,
The orcs wear caught.
strange was in the air.
When they went to hunt, they found only sick and dying animals.
Oh.
In their village, everybody was
Oh,
sick.
good, barf. That's always
The
great.
symptoms were vomiting, dizziness, nausea, and above all, tremendous flatulence.
Nice.
Round of applause.
What the hell was going on?
Man, humor.
Oh, this is
humor
a
that
grown-up
works.
game. They
finally.
said, what the hell?
The orcs had never seen before.
Had ever
Oh,
seen.
it has an environmental message.
You guys are just underselling just how perfect that fart was for that orc.
Yeah.
Like, they really thought about that.
They really had an orc fart in the studio.
Yeah.
The orcs fought with courage.
Hey, it's Shovel Knight.
But it was a real
Oh, it does look a little like Shovel Knight.
orders were given to kill every
Jeez, there's a lot of story in this.
Way too. I mean,
Is
way
our
too
demo
much
going to be
story.
over before we play?
Demo over.
5 minute timer.
always betrayed their position.
Oh, 'cause they were farting.
Yeah.
Oh.
Close.
They're trying to hold it in. Oh no.
They couldn't do it. Those fools.
Out!
This is so dumb.
Okay.
But it looks great.
Okay.
This looks like the game Overlord. Did you guys play Overlord?
Yeah, I
This
like
guy
Overlord.
has 2 giant clubs.
How come he's not farting now?
Yeah,
How?
where's the fart
Press
button?
the fart button.
Make him fart.
Leo's getting real impatient about this.
All right, let's see. So I got.
Pissing me off.
I'm sorry. I know that this has been a difficult episode for you and
Oh,
I's
man.
friendship, Leo.
The next step in the legendary feud, Kyle won't fart.
Okay, so I got jump, I got attack, I got roll. Nothing on Y, nothing on B. Oh, there we go! Left trigger, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh,
So now you can control your farts all of a sudden?
Yeah.
In gameplay? Come on.
hilarious.
It's like when somebody gets shot in a cutscene and they die, you know?
Yeah.
Except it's reversed.
Yeah, use a health pack.
Do I need to time this? Is that
Yeah,
what it is?
roll.
You don't have to.
There we go. Look at that.
This looks way better than I thought it would.
I mean, yeah.
Does it?
I mean,
Yeah,
I
like,
think so.
Dude, I expected, like, made in a weekend
Yeah.
with just a lot of farts.
Yeah, I mean, that's what I feel like that's what we're getting here.
Dude.
Oh, Wilhelm
Have some
Scream.
respect.
Good.
Okay, maybe 2 weekends. One for the lore and one for the game.
I had to explain to my daughter what the Wilhelm Scream was the other day. She was like, why does that scream always happen in everything I watch?
Oh, you don't understand.
Wait, she recognized
it's funny.
it?
Yeah, she recognized
What do you
it.
have her watching?
Anything, dude. Wilhelm Scream is in everything.
It's probably in cartoons and stuff.
Yeah, it's in cartoons, any movie. It's I don't like it anymore.
It
It's
was
like,
in that movie Knowing with Nicolas Cage, where it's all about a bunch of different disasters happening,
Oh,
and there's
yeah.
very serious, scary stuff happening, and you hear it. And it's like, why?
I
Why do
appreciate.
you insist on including that?
I just appreciated that she was also kind of getting annoyed with it. She's like, "Why is that always happening? What is that?" And
She
I
seems
find
tight.
it. I find it
Me and her
annoying.
would get along.
I feel like I was way older than she was before I recognized that was a thing. But I guess, like, when
it's-
I was young, it wasn't as much of a
No, it definitely was not. Like
It was used seldomly.
Yeah, I think it's now like if you're like a professional editor in Hollywood, I think you're just required to use it as part of your dues or something like
It's
that.
just a meme.
Yeah.
That's all it is. It's Bad Luck Brian, you know? It's the same thing.
What's Bad Luck Brian?
It's a meme.
It's a meme.
It's this kid named Brian. It's like,
It gives you bad luck.
yeah, goes to school, falls down the stairs.
Have
know?
you been to the internet, Joe? I honestly have never heard of Bad Luck Brian.
You probably honestly, if we showed you a picture of him, you'd be like, "Oh yeah, I've seen that guy."
Do you know Good Luck Chuck?
Dane Cook?
That's
Okay.
a no.
Don't act like you haven't
Point
watched that Dane
Leo.
Cook classic.
Okay, now I want to look up Bad Luck Brian because I feel like
That one's not going away, man.
I
Hold
spend
on.
a lot of time on the internet.
Whoa.
Oh, break
what
that
if you
thing.
could?
Oh, there
There's
we
probably
go.
like a scene where you fart and it shows the lasers in the room that you need to dodge
Oh
around.
god,
That's too clever.
That'd be cool.
that would have been a good like Metal Gear alternative, like an anti-smoking version.
Yeah, like a bean burrito item.
Snakes, just like I found this packet of powdered gravy in the parking lot.
Oh,
That's a Simpsons joke, by the way.
Oh, okay.
That's not my own. I think there's an episode where Homer's like, "Oh, I shouldn't have eaten that packet of powdered gravy I found in the parking lot."
Oh, this poor guy is bad luck, Brian. Okay.
Did you look him up?
Yeah, I've seen that picture before.
Yeah, you know him. You know.
I didn't know it had a name.
You interviewed him for the magazine.
Yeah.
This enemy AI is fantastic, by the way.
Oh, you know what? I haven't
Very
even
patient.
used farting as an attack.
You know, like in a lot of games, the enemies attack one by one, and in this game, they don't even attack at all. Oh, never mind. They did one.
He heard you.
Your thesis fell apart, Joe.
You could play this 4-player co-op.
What does that even look like? I guess
That's
I mean it's
crazy.
online.
It's
I guess.
Crazy.
It can't be split screen,
Oh,
right?
yeah.
I bet it looks like this, but with a much
More
jaggier frame rate.
I don't know what that does.
Do the
Does
other
that-
one.
It turned
Do
the guy
the
green, so
bark-
it seemed
yeah.
like a debuff.
It's hard to tell if he that's doing anything. Okay, no, it's
that
not.
did nothing.
I was like, maybe it's paralyzing him, but maybe his AI just sucks.
Am I collecting gold teeth or nuggets? What am I doing?
It looks like candy corns.
Oh.
Ooh,
Didn't expect
a
that to
secret.
happen.
Oh yeah, no, you
that-
just break the door.
You know who else didn't expect that to happen? The developers.
Oh well, I think this serves as our lesson to not search by the term fart.
Dude, I
I'm
am
into this.
fascinated by this game.
This is like kind of a callback to what the heck is this a little bit? Just like, let's find some
let's
random
look at
crap.
stuff. I like searching fart.
Yeah, I mean, look what we found, Joe. Together, this is a memory that we'll have for the rest of our lives.
Oh, and I am forgetting this so much sooner than that. You talk to me next week and say, like, remember when we played Orc Attack on replay? And I'll be like, I do not.
You know what? I'll
You're
one up
gonna-
you. I'm going to ask you in a few hours.
I'm gonna print out screenshots of this and just kind of hide them around your desk, like in magazines.
Yeah.
And every once in a while, I'll just shoot you links to the trailer.
Remember Orc Attack? I'll be like, what's this game?
Joe, you want to consider this one for review?
Oh, worship the golem. Dolmen.
Refill your
Sorry,
life.
Dolmen.
Dolmen.
How do you get Gollum out of
I
that?
d-
It's like it has like half of the letters.
Go to sleep, Joe.
Okay.
Joe, you're dreaming.
Okay, so those guys are green. So I hit them while they were green.
Great.
Okay, that we've proven that
We don't know what that does yet.
that effectively does
That's
nothing.
your cartoon jalopy not starting.
Oh, there's Wilhelm. God, we've killed a lot of Wilhelms.
It's like you're a Flintstones car not starting. That's what that is.
Man, he's everywhere.
Do people know the Flintstones? Is that too?
That is pretty dated.
Yeah, people still know Flintstones. Still a cereal and a
Yeah. And a vitamin.
yeah.
Gummy vitamin.
But those cartoons haven't been on the air forever, right?
No.
Besides Boomerang.
And the live-action movies produced by Spielberg.
Yeah,
Steel Rock, sorry.
yeah, early CGI in there. Dino.
John Goodman.
Yeah.
Reiner, you
Rick
wrote
Moranis.
you wrote something recently that I changed because it seemed dated, where you were talking about a game and said it does something much like Jack and Daxter,
Yeah.
and I was like, man, there hasn't been a new Jack and like people reading this thing today. That's not a great frame of reference anymore.
Yeah, younger players. I guess. Won't really know him.
Yeah, what is that? 15 years ago? 10 years ago?
Yeah, I mean like Jack 3's heyday, or like Jack 2 was the heyday, and yeah, that was like 15 years ago.
Oh, we were talking about E3 predictions earlier? Mm-hmm. Jack Collection Remastered.
For some
my
reason, I
prediction.
feel like that happened. Did that not happen?
I think you can play it on PS4 already.
Oh, really?
I think so. It could be
Well,
wrong
then I'm
about
right.
that. Yeah, because Sony's not going to be at E3. It's not going to make any announcements, right?
I count it.
My
I do love those
E3
games.
prediction? Knack 3. Oh,
Knack
Sony's
3.
not going to be there.
All our
fine.
predictions are Sony based.
Well,
Dude, Death Stranding trailer? I don't know. Oh.
What?
I thought for sure that it was going to be like a thing that I could use to.
are you
I'm out of
constipated
fart.
all of a sudden?
Are you just dying?
You're out
like
of fart.
I'm out of farts.
You guys are acting like you've never been out of fart before.
I'm hemorrhaging.
Oh, that's
This is-
gross.
So,
Okay,
I'm scared
this
to
is
jump-
going to be a long ride.
should I jump in the water? I mean,
No, that's death.
I think we're done.
Yeah. Can you shoot a basket?
I have no camera control. Oh, I can do this. That's fun.
Oh,
The definition on that shadow
Donkey
is pretty
Kong.
I'm going to jump in the water and see what happens.
Okay.
Ah! Are you really just supposed to ride that thing?
Also, you do the Wilhelm scream?
Yeah. All right, that's Replay, everyone. Hope you enjoyed the look at those 3 games, 2 of which were Matt Hazard. Do you think he'll come back, Joe?
To what?
Anything.
Well,
in general?
no, not to either of the 2 games we played.
No, will Matt Hazard return?
Oh, E3
Oh.
prediction.
Yeah.
Right.
No.
Yeah, I don't think so either. I think his time in the spotlight is over. Rest in peace, Matt Hazard. We'll see you next time, everyone.